Good evening, YouTube. There is a 2-year-old taken away from parents because they use marijuana, and then adding insult to injury, the 2-year-old was killed by the foster mother. Little Alex Hill was a happy and healthy toddler while in the care of her parents. Everything changed when she went to a foster home that was anything but a safe environment. Okay, let's get the full story here. So this is what it's come to in the drug war, YouTube. Oh, you're a kid, your parents, the parents get caught with weed, so they take the kid away. Well, in this case, guess what happened? A 2-year-old taken away from, like I said, again. Cameron, Texas, a 2-year-old was killed while in foster care, and her foster mother will now serve a life sentence for the crime. Alex Hill was placed in foster care after her father admitted to using marijuana, according to the Houston Press. This kind of shit, YouTube. If anything, this just proves why we need to fucking legalize it. Because who the fuck cares, okay? Now, if the dad had admitted to drinking too much alcohol or beating his child or smoking crystal meth, then by all means, take them and get the kid to safety. But the kid, oh my god, dude. And that story doesn't piss me off enough. I was checking CNN on my phone earlier today, and I saw an article on CNN today about sexual allegations of some sort. So I click on this allegation, right? There's this little town, and here in this country, where, I can't remember the name of it, but these detectives failed to notice freaking, what you'd call, the sexual investigations of a lot of fucked up shit, like, unreal, okay? One of the investigations they failed to, investigate was that of a 2-year-old infant, sexually molested, and when the infant showed up in the fucking hospital, test results came back, and guess what, YouTube? The infant in question has obtained a sexually transmitted disease. So, what the fuck? I'm reading this shit, I'm like, no, my eyes are playing tricks on me. What kind of fucking sick monster? And I look at the article and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So, there's people out there, these detectives, and guess what? The sick part of it is, YouTube, it gets worse. They haven't caught the person who did it yet. The person that sexually molested a 2-month-old infant and then gave this 2-month-old infant a sexually transmitted disease has not been caught yet. And then you turn around in the news and here's a little girl who got taken from her foster home because her fucking dad decided to smoke a little bit of weed. And then she gets killed by her foster mother. YouTube, I have to ask myself this question almost every day now. Where's the justice in our society? You want to tell me what kind of sick, fucking twisted world we're living in? When a foster kid gets killed by her foster mother, and then, ugh, man. This kind of shit makes you want a cigarette. Oh, look. I have cigarettes. This kind of shit, YouTube, flat out pisses me off. Because there are children who have epileptic seizures, and they use cannabis oil to treat those seizures. This kind of crap, okay? Oh, the father admits to smoking pot, so let's, it's bad enough. And here in town, too, man, I hear these stories where parents here in town are having their kids taken away because of pot use, because their parents are using pot. Really? Pot lowers your fucking stress, man. And last time I checked, having kids can be kind of stressful. Not only that, but hey, you smoke a little bit of that weed, all of a sudden your kid says, hey, you want to play Candyland? Oh, sure, why not? You're playing Candyland Stone with your kid. Oh, yeah, that sounds so fucking evil. And adding insult to injury, I mean, the detectives in question, the story I saw on CNN earlier today, they failed to investigate 3 years worth of sexual misconducts. 3 years. One of which, like I said, was a two-year-old infant child sexually molested and now has a sexually transmitted disease. They didn't specify which one, but that's kind of not the point, isn't it? Some people in our society, YouTube, really just fucking piss me off, man. If I could find the fucker who did that to that innocent 2-year-old baby. I've got something for that guy. And it looks like this. It looks like this. It's got 2 barrels and its name is Bad Company. Like, oh, you like molesting 2-year-old babies, do ya? And giving them diseases, do ya? Well, guess what? This first shot's gonna go to your crotch. I'm gonna blow your fucking dick off. The second shot's gonna blow your fucking head off. But I'm gonna give it 20 minutes for you to bleed out before you do that. And then 2 more. Actually, the first shot's gonna go to his fucking crotch. The second shot will go to his fucking kneecap. Load 2 more shots in there. And then you shoot his other kneecap in. He's sitting there trying to escape. Oh, he can't escape. Another shot goes to his spine so he can't get up and walk. Take those 2 shells out. Load 2 more shells in. And then take the butt of my shotgun and bash his skull in with the butt of it. Like that. And then take the shotgun again and then let both triggers rip on his skull. But I can't do that, YouTube, because that kind of torture is illegal, unfortunately. What the fuck, man? That's horse crap. I'm sitting there thinking, there's no way. My eyes are deceiving me. There's no way somebody could be this fucking twisted. It's bad enough they sexually molested a 2-year-old kid. But then adding insult to injury, literally, they gave the kid a transmitted disease. People make me sick, YouTube. They do. Now, normally I wouldn't read anything from Fox 43 or anything with Fox News in general. But I'm going to copy this story. I'm going to share it with some people. And this first one I'm going to share with is Wyoming Normal, because they need to know. Because this is ridiculous, dude. This is fucking ridiculous. Because this is ridiculous. I'm flabbergasted, YouTube. I really am. So I'm going to take the what you call the article I mentioned, the first one about the kid and the foster care and all that. And I'm going to post that in the description box below. And as a matter of fact, well, let's go to CNN right now. Let's see if we can locate the story. And it's just, you hear about this shit, YouTube, and it makes you wonder if there's any decency in our society. Okay, let's see. So let's go to the U.S. on CNN. We have, and speaking of cannabis, okay, The Big Bang Theory actress Carol Ann Susie dies at 62. She was battling a long battle with cancer. Okay? She was a great actress. She didn't need to die. She could have had cannabis to cure her cancer. But because it's illegal, another person dies to cancer. Fucking pathetic. So, a moment of silence for the Big Bang Theory actress Carol Ann Susie. Thank you. Now we also saw that. And then we saw this. New Orleans. One city. 1,111 sex crimes. 0 investigations. Over the course of 3 years, YouTube. I'll click on the article. And I'm going to read you the article here. New Orleans, CNN.
This is not exactly what I expected.
This is a...
No, do not play the video. I'm going to read it. New Orleans, CNN. The report is full of harrowing details alleging that 5 New Orleans Police Department detectives in the Special Victims Unit may have failed to investigate sex crimes over a 3-year period, but in one case stands out. According to a 7-page document released Wednesday by the city's Office of Inspector General, a 2-year-old was brought to a hospital emergency room after an alleged sexual assault. Tests would show the toddler had a sexually transmitted disease, the report said. The detectives in the case wrote in this report that this 2-year-old did not disclose any information that would warrant a criminal investigation and close the case. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you... Okay, so the 2-year-old can't talk, okay? So because the 2-year-old can't disclose any criminal information on the person who did it, the case was closed. I'll even post this link in the article for you, in the description box below for you to read too. So you can see for yourself just how fucked up this country is. The detective in the case the detective, identified only as Detective A, is one of 5 officers whose reports were examined in the investigation. Only 9 detectives worked in the Special Victims Unit during the period that was investigated. The detectives are not being identified because of the ongoing investigation, but their names have been provided to the NOPD's Public Integrity Bureau, the Inspector General's report said. What kind of... Oh... Man, I can't imagine, dude. That is just unbelievable. I'll light this cigarette before I snap somebody's goddamn neck, because I am that livid right now. This shit pisses me off, YouTube. And I'm scrolling through this thing, and I'm like, wait a second. Inspectors, no sign of investigation in 1,111 New Orleans sex crime-related calls. I'm like, what's this? Click on it, and I'm reading it, and by the end of the story, I am steaming pissed, YouTube. I am steaming pissed. What if it was your 2-year-old son or daughter, YouTube? Ask yourself that question. What if your 2-year-old son or daughter was raped by an unknown assailant, and they given a horrible sexually transmitted disease, and then the case was closed because they couldn't speak up in their defense? Because they were 2, because they couldn't talk. You know what that's called, YouTube? That's called being fucking lazy. Eesh. Man. You hear about this shit, YouTube, and it's just heart-wrenching. It really is. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach, YouTube. It really does. But you know, there were sickos out there who do this kind of thing. Man. I find that fucker who did it. I wish I could find the fucker who did it. I wouldn't use a shotgun. No, that's too lenient. I'd use a chainsaw, okay? A gas-powered chainsaw. And I would cut that fucker up into a bunch of pieces. I go, this is what you get for molesting a 2-year-old kid and giving them a disease, you fucking sicko. Go Leatherface on their fucking ass. But here's the lucky for them, YouTube, I don't know who did it. And apparently, the New Orleans Police Department doesn't know who did it either. You hear about this kind of shit and you're thinking there's no fucking way this is actually happening in our country at this current time and point. The fact that the case was closed because the 2-year-old couldn't tell the investigators who did it. Oh man, that kid's gonna have so much shit, man. That kid's gonna be scarred for life. I tell you what, that kid's gonna have a lot of fucking issues. So now I'll let you know what's going on. I thought I'd share these 2 articles with you. I saw the first one on Facebook. I thought to myself, there's no fucking way. Are you serious? This kind of shit, YouTube. It hits you right here, you know what I'm saying? It hits you right fucking here. You know, there are sickos out there who molest children. And then, knowing there are even bigger sickos out there who don't file it as a case because the 2-year-old couldn't speak up in his defense. I'm looking at the story on CNN and I'm just sitting there going, are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck? Well, it was alleged, yes, but then when the hospital reports came back, and this is why I don't want kids, YouTube. This world we live in is fucked. It's fucked up. Now, this has been going on for a number of decades, man. Same shit, different generation, right? 1, I can't afford kids right now. 2, I don't want kids because 1 of me's enough. And 3, because of crap like this, oh man, I could not imagine, dude. If I had a kid and that shit happened to my kid, I'd be steaming pissed, YouTube. I want revenge. I want the person who did it. I'd want his nutsack hanging up on my fucking wall. Okay, I want him in fucking jail, getting his teeth kicked in by the inmates. Karma's gonna bite whoever did this in the ass, YouTube, and it's gonna bite them hard. Regardless, YouTube, I hope they catch the person who did it. I really do. And when they catch him, I hope they throw the book at him. And I hope they throw it at him hard. Because these 2 stories alone, man, it makes you question society for a minute, doesn't it? It makes me question society. Well, anyway, it's KingCobraJFS with another video. Thanks for watching.